Listen, this is very serious. The Republican National Committee just voted to censure Republican Representatives Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger for participating in the inquiry into the deadly riot on the Capitol on January 6th. They have censured their own members because they say the attack on the Capitol was part of a legitimate political discourse. Legitimate political discourse. Breaking and entering. Killing people. Threatening to hang people, bringing zip ties to take people hostage, ransacking lawmakers' offices, stealing things and taking a shit and smearing it on the walls. That's legitimate political discourse to the GOP. They have lost their collective minds. Between this and book burning and cameras in people's classrooms and enemies lists and voter suppression and calling to jail their political opponents, let's be very clear. The Republican Party have abandoned democracy and abdicated their responsibility to the American experiment. Lest we forget, on the day of this event, most of these same people made speeches that absolutely denigrated what had happened because it was disgusting, lawless behavior, and they knew it. And then they changed their tune to try to blame it on outside groups like Antifa and BLM. Then they created a conspiracy theory blaming the FBI and the deep state, but voted against looking into it. And when we tried to have a bipartisan commission, they voted against it. And when we tried to set up a bipartisan committee, they refused to have any of their members sit on it. And now that we are discovering just piles of evidence that people at the highest level of command in the Republican Party and the White House were involved in an active coup, and this horrific attack was part of the plan, they're now officially claiming the entire thing was legitimate political discourse? This is appalling. And any reasonable conservative needs to look at this and say, this is not what I stand for. This is not who I am. Because the Republicans have planted their flag deep in authoritarianism, where violence is power and lies are truth, and the entire party operates around the cult of a leader. And if you do not abandon them now, then you have abandoned American democracy, and you stand with them as traitors to our country.